In the last 24 hours, we've had 635 incidents and more than 1,100 calls for support. Unfortunately, we've had another 18 flood rescues in the last 24 hours. The vast majority of the public and the community are heeding the warnings, and I thank you for that. Please, 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 I urge people not to travel through floodwaters. It is dangerous. You don't know what's beneath it, and you only need a small amount of water to carry a car away. Fortunately, those rescues that have occurred have been successful. We know that it isn't always successful, so please heed the warnings. Don't think that just because the warnings are being lifted that you can drive through floodwaters and ignore those risks. So approximately 10,200 people or 4,500 dwellings are currently under emergency warnings across the state. There's also approximately 1,800 residents that are isolated. Now, they might be isolated from food supplies, from medicines and other essential requirements. If you require assistance, please call 132 500 where we can actually support that resupply. It may be some time because of landslides, because of creeks and roads being cut off as well. We can assist with that resupply. So please reach out via 132 500 for that support. So there's currently 135 warnings throughout the state, and 23 of those are emergency warnings. They range from Taree all the way up to the Queensland border. Now, I understand the community's urgency with getting back into the homes. We want to make sure we can do that as soon as possible, and we're working quickly to remove warnings as it's safe to do so. When you do get the return safely notification, we urge you to do so and assess your risks. There can be lots of hazards resulting from floodwaters, whether that be riverine flooding or flash flooding. There can be contaminants in water. There can be debris, roads can be damaged, and also make sure that you assess the electrical damage as well. Get a qualified electrician if you're uncertain to make sure that your home is safe from those risks. Although the ex-tropical Cyclone Alfred will continue to weaken as it moves further inland, communities need to remain vigilant. So some of the concerns at the moment we have today is around Clarence and Richmond rivers and also the Tweed. Whilst the rivers are continuing to go down, some renewed river rises could occur with some rain today. The New South Wales SES also stood up 3 or 4 days ago, the Incident Command Centre for the northwest of New South Wales, with anticipated weather heading that direction. There's still the potential for rain, and we are well positioned to support those local communities west of the tablelands if required. As the Premier mentioned, good news in Lismore as well, with the evacuation warnings overnight and yesterday being lifted for Lismore CBD, South Lismore and East Lismore. We're closely monitoring the situation for North Lismore, and the report back from Lismore CBD is that businesses are starting to get back into normal operations, coffee's being served, and people are starting to restock their shelves as well with those businesses. So that's great news.